first free and democratic elections in the newly liberated Kazakhstan. Now, I want to thank everybody for coming out. Hey, keep it down over there. Thank you, everybody, for coming out and trying this new format with us. I'm really excited to see this many civilians. You should know now that you are the second most powerful faction in the game in terms of manpower and resources. So use it wisely. Don't waste your vote. Okay? Before we get to anything else, I want to talk to you guys about safety. And I want to talk about the two most dangerous scenarios that could happen at this site during the event. Okay? The first one is the natural debris and hazards in the site itself. This is a very hazardous site. The interior of the buildings are full of nails, broken walls, holes in floors, collapsed roofs. There's sinkholes you can trip in. There's barbed wire. There's rebar exposed. There are a lot of natural hazards. Don't be scared to use your white light. Don't be scared to go slow. I don't recommend trying any crazy maneuvers in the interiors of these buildings during the day or night. Always go somewhere with a buddy. Don't go somewhere alone. That way, if you are hurt, there is someone who can at least send for help. Okay? Now, there's two types of emergencies, right? There's something like, oh, I bumped my head, and there's something like, oh, he fell off a second-story roof and he's bleeding from the head and convulsing. Okay? In the event of something like that, where you believe there is a real danger to someone's life, call 911, then call me. Okay? Because the best thing we can do for them is not impede emergency services coming and rendering them the aid that they need. If it's something other than life-threatening, talk to your cadre, they'll get me, I'll come out with the boo-boo wagon and see what's wrong. All right? If somebody needs to go to the hospital, I'll take them. But if we have a life-threatening injury, what are we going to say to stop the game? Ceasefire. And what's the hand and arm signal for ceasefire? Turn on your white lights, stay where you are, right? Echo the command, right? What do you say if you want your friends to stop shooting? Lift fire, right? Everybody understands the difference? Okay. The other danger that I want to talk about beyond the obvious medical danger posed by the debris and the dilapidated state of the city of Astana is fires. Now, this doesn't seem super obvious because there aren't actually a lot of trees here, but what you're going to notice is around the sites there's these large piles of dry fuel, right? Old timber that's rotting, there's trees that have been cut down, there are bushes, tumbleweeds, and there's these piles everywhere. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? You've seen them? Okay, so I'm going to ask you this so that we get to have our game and we don't get to stand here and watch Victorville Fire Department for 7 hours. When you deploy your Enola Gay product, please ensure that you deploy that product on concrete, in sand, in a large open area. You should not be throwing a smoke grenade in a building. You should not be throwing a smoke grenade into a dry pile of fuel. Does everybody understand that?
Yep.
Okay, so where are we going to deploy our smoke grenades? Concrete, streets, sand, right? Where are we not going to deploy smoke grenades? Inside buildings in large piles of fuel, right? If we're all careful about the hazards from this site, and we're all careful about not igniting the piles of dry fire fuel, we should have a good time, and we won't have to have any stoppage for anything other than playing the game. Now that I've talked about that, I just really want to quickly touch on the basic spirit of this game.
I'm actually just going to, can you guys all hear me?
Yeah.
So I just want to talk about the spirit of this game real quick, and then we're going to go over the general rules, and then I'll have you take the oath of the reasonable war gamer. So, this is a new format. This format is about skullduggery and role-playing. With that said, you are allowed one double cross, or in your case, one vote. So, wherever you draw your regen water bottle from is the faction you're on. After you vote and choose some other side or choose to remain on this side, once you take a water bottle from that side, you're on that side. Does everybody understand? If you choose to help NATO and that you get killed helping them, you get shot, you get tourniqueted, and they give you a water bottle, you're on NATO. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Everybody's tracking. If you choose to help Russia, and in helping them you're shot, you need a water bottle, and you take it from Russia, you're now on Russia, put on your white armbands, put on your camo, right? Stop trying, I mean, you're on that team. So, how many double crosses does everybody get? One. How many triple crosses do you get?
None.
Zero, because it's super obnoxious and no one has that many lives to throw away, right? if you're here already and you're on this faction, then you understand the spirit of this game. It's a bit of a mystery game, it's a bit of a cop game, it's a bit of a politics game. It's a couple different genres all together, and we're going to smash it all together at the end with a good old-fashioned war game, starting from a position of civil strife. Keep that in your, if you are unclear at any moment about the rules and there's no cadre there to clarify for you, just play it out as if you're truly a citizen of Astana trying to make ends meet, okay? Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for being safe and watching out for the natural hazards inherent in this site, like nails, wire, right, fencing, collapsed structures, right? Thank you for not throwing pyrotechnics in large piles of fuel. And last but not least, we're going to do the audience participation part of the safety brief. I'd like everybody to raise their right hand and repeat after me. I am a reasonable war gamer.
I am a reasonable war gamer.
I will not be a dick.
I will not be a dick.
I will ask for consent.
I will ask for consent
Before searching or going hands-on with anyone.
before searching or hands-on with anyone.
I will call all my hits
I will call all my hits
and only my own hits.
and only my own hits.
And if I get salty,
And if I get salty,
I will remember
I will remember
that I am an adult
that I am an adult
playing a silly game,
playing a silly game,
wearing a beautiful costume
wearing a beautiful costume
with all of my friends
with all my friends
at a fantastic party,
at a fantastic party,
and I'm having a fabulous time.
and I'm having a fabulous time.
Thank you very much for your attention.
Amen.
You're not supposed to applaud a safety brief, guys.
Okay, so now that you've been safety briefed, I am going to turn you over to your esteemed cadre, Mr. Pavel Babiev, your police chief. Round of applause. Mr. Fetislav, your Minister of Labor and Trade. Mikhail Simonov, your chief of medicine. If you have a problem during the game, an admin problem that needs a cadre, Mickey Shrimps, Mikhail Simonov, your doctor or your police chief can help you. Okay, and then without forgetting, of course, your Chief Justice.
Jimbo?
The Honorable Mr. Jimbo.
The Honorable Mr. Jimbo, your Chief Justice under the occupation government. And your interim president until tomorrow's vote, Mr. George.
Mr. Meehan.
Mr. Meehan. Mr. Meehan is here. He will be your president until tomorrow.
Did a hell of a job, y'all. Give him a big hand, a big hand.
He's done a hell of a job.
I've lost all my goats.
So without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to them so that you can engage in political life and meet your candidates.
Thank you. Thank you. Whoa, whoa. All right, is that better? Thank you for joining us tonight. I am very proud to have served as your president for the last term, and I am excited that we will no longer be running your government, that you will elect a real president, because we know I haven't been one. And
Done a hell of a job.
yeah,
Hell of a job.
hell of a job. Without further ado, I'm gonna turn you over to your moderator for tonight's debate, to Judge Jimbo.
They just call me Jimbo.
Just Jimbo, and please clap for him. Yeah, and we'll tax you for that clap later.
Okay, well, what we're going to talk about, I'm really happy to be here in Kazakhstan with all you Kazakhs. You know, it's Sasha and Pasha, right? Yeah, and Pasha and Sasha, a lot of you guys out there. Anyway, we're glad to be here. We've been, you know, we're dedicated to you and your democratic process that you should all have, just like the great old United States of America, like you should have.
He's acting drunk.
What?
Yep.
We want more money.
Oh no. No, I mean, money is the root of all evil. You know that, right? No, I don't. I give all mine to charity. I have the Jimbo Corporation. And it's a charitable corporation. Anyway, what we're here for is do all of you know the candidates? I'm sure they've been out talking to you, right?
Yeah.
No? Okay, well, we have, where's our...
Where's Nelson?
well,
he's not here.
Oh, travesty.
Taking away our guns.
Well, he's doing a fine job.
Nelson,
I really
get up there.
appreciate Ryan Nelson, and he is running for your president. Is that correct?
At least
This is one of the finest patriots of
Hey, where are you taking my brother?
He's the one we want.
What is he return?
I mean, he is a fine patriot.
Something good.
What just happened?
They're just questioning him.
Oh.
Some questions. It's been hard to debate.
All right. Well, anyway, we're gonna be asking questions of everybody so we can clarify where they stand and what their platforms are. So we got the first candidate here, Ryan, who I've always appreciated his work. Always. Who's the second?
Right here, Pasha Babayev.
Oh yeah, Pasha
Babayev.
Pasha
I didn't know he
Babayev.
was a candidate. Yeah, he's the strong doctor.
I met him the other day, and he seems like, a fine fella for, whatever that is. So I'm sure, and he has a platform, I'm sure, probably not as good as Ryan's, but it's probably okay. Pasha's going to be good. And then we have Mikhail Simonov. Seaman. Oh man, you guys are animals. What are you talking dirty? There are women and children out here. Anyway, you have an idea of what your platform's going to be, and we have another candidate.
We have a third party, Jill Stein.
Hello.
Now,
I love you, Pakistan! You get my vote.
so we're gonna do a kind of a town hall kind of thing. They had one the other night, and we're gonna just ask some questions. So, anybody have a question? Yes.
Candidates, what do you plan to do about horrible potato famine ravaging our land?
Okay, that's a question about a potato famine. You want to take that, Michelle?
Tell him we have potato salad.
Thank you so much for the great question. So as we know, the NATO forces have gone through our cities and through a scorched earth policy have torched our fields. No longer will we allow that to be accepted. No longer will we allow our country to be taxed into poverty. And by charging them a flat fee of entering our city, occupation fee if you will, we will empower ourselves.
I have better question.
Yes, sir.
What do you do to opponents if you win?
Well, I think together we can all bring quite a bit to the table. I'm not planning to execute them.
Yeah.
Nope.
Wrong answer.
Nope. Not going to do that.
Okay, let's hear it for Michelle. Okay, Pasha, what are you going to do about those potatoes?
Now what you said, it was a good question. I've been hearing this a lot. I've been walking around the streets and talking to people. Just yesterday I was talking to someone who was a potato farmer. He is a great guy. I've been talking to him, and we got a big plan for this, and the plan is going to be unveiled, and it's a huge plan, and we have very much success behind the plan, and I guarantee we will solve the potatoes.
That sounds like a good plan. Good plan!
Ryan, I know you have a good plan for the potatoes. What do you think you're going to be doing?
So the best way to deal with the situation is let NATO come in, make McDonald's, build McDonald's here. We have plenty of potatoes for everyone.
if y'all are listening to what he's saying there, that's a really good idea, and you could make like, you know, $5 an hour, stuff like that. And y'all aren't on the dollar system?
I make $5 a day.
We'll come over here. We'll straighten all this out.
Fatty Stein!
You told me about potato famine.
I want to know about
My cousins, my fellow Kazakhs, we have a big problem here. This problem, these NATO, these foreign armies on our lands, this is trash. This is trash upon our country. And do you know?
Trash, it smells.
Hey! Do you know the way? Do you know the way to remove trash?
How we remove trash?
Burn it!
Burn it! You burn the
We
trash!
must follow the trash dog. In all of our hearts.
Trash dog!
Yes, I speak of Potat.
There's a lot of yelling going on now. I don't want to. We got to be civilized here. So thanks a lot. I appreciate it. He has some idea what he's doing, but I don't think much of it. We got another question.
I have questions.
A question with the tall guy over there.
Hello. How do you candidate increase vodka alcoholism for Kazakhstan? Yay! We want the vodka! We want the vodka!
Michelle?
Increase vodka, yes?
Increase vodka, Russian.
As I say with my tax plan, we will charge NATO such a fee to where money is no longer an issue. Vodka will be plentiful. Potatoes everywhere you look. No
What
problem.
about goat?
What about what?
Goat!
Goat?
Goat!
Well, how many number of goats you fill out on your form?
4.
And how many do you really own?
Don't worry about it.
I'm talking about your private one. I've seen it. I've seen the wounds you bring into my clinic.
You are not president yet.
Say again?
You are not president yet.
No. I'm talking about when you come in my clinic last week, you had a little rash, no big deal. But you tell me, you say you only have 4, I know you have 5 goats. So maybe we stop with the lying and we move forward together, honestly, huh?
I think we ought to leave our personal lives out of this, really. Go ahead, another question.
My name is Captain Slobodan Matsilnik of Municipal Police. Hello, everybody. Hello. I'd like to speak on behalf of this sickly elder here. I have a question regarding the candidate's plans for healthcare reform. This man may not survive the weekend. I have cotton of ill from the Caspian Gap. He's a sickly war veteran.
As we say back in Texas, shalom, good buddy. Hold on. Y'all want to start talking?
Yeah, sure.
What's your name again so they can...
Oh, I am Fetislav. I am your Minister of Trade and Labor. And let me tell you, I speak of Potat, but I also speak of a more populist and socialist, some may say, movement. I propose healthcare for all is free. BBs for all. No more BB taxes. Can you believe these taxes you pay, that I make you pay?
That you took?
We want to rise up, be self-determining Kazakhs. Under Potatist state, this is what we will do. We will bring glory to all of our old elders, all of our young citizens, all of our wonderful entrepreneurs and people that have applied for labor licenses. Hopefully we will make lots of money, bring a glorious new day to Kazakhstan, free of foreign invader trash.
That sounds an awful lot like communism to me.
Communism, fascism.
That never worked. Never worked before, and we got bigger guns than you guys do. So
I don't know if that's correct.
Ryan, I know you want to talk a little about. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yes.
Well, I think that if NATO comes in, they're able to set up medical clinics, they're able to help the elderly. It will be somewhat free, not really free. It is good, We get to save the elders. Maybe not that one, he's gonna die, but you know, they will eventually come. maybe 3 to 70 days, but they will come and they will save the elder. Not that one.
Kill yourself.
Actually, you know, I was reading Plato the other day, and they said that you should just get rid of the elders anyway. If they're too old to walk around and stuff, you should just, you know, get rid of them.
Got a mirror?
And I'm sticking with that. How about you, Ryan? Yeah, that's a good idea.
Look at how he grew
A good
up.
idea. Anybody over 71? Okay, Pasha.
Hello. So I am considered. I look very young, but I look very old, but I'm actually quite old. I've been here over 16 seasons on this planet. So he talks of the potato famine. They talk of this NATO incursion. They talk of all of these things happening to us that are wrong. Our city's in rubble. A long time ago, I remember we had the highest GDP in the world. We were kings. I'm going to bring us back to that position. We will get back into the space tech race. We will again have satellites. We will get better cable and internet.
It looks like you got real good cable today, I'll tell you that, looking around here at this mess. I mean, you guys are animals, I'm telling you.
Hello, I am Ivan Yakovic. I run Yakovic's Casino, and I would not like to know from the candidates what their position is on gambling in our fair city of Astana.
Always gambling.
The only gambling I do not approve of is allowing other forces to come in and take control of our items, our goats, the medication to cure the things that the goats give us, and our rotten potatoes that we cannot sell.
They gamble with our future.
Same, TBH.
Okay, one more question, then we'll have to they should give their names again one more time, because I can't remember what the hell their names are.
I am having questions.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Hello, everybody. My name is Anatoly Banderas. I'm head of Astana Security Solutions. Candidates, as we know, the vaccines that NATO wants to bring upon us cause autism, and such as Ryan Nelson himself. However, you have candidates such as liberal Hitler Mikhail Semenov. He's allowed to run, and he wants to mandatory vaccinate all of our children. How is this allowed? What is the question? No, we need the vaccine. Everybody follow David Avocado Wolf on the Facebook. He has all of them.
How do we have children when there's no women? We cannot have children with gold!
All right, I think those are pretty good questions, so I'm just going to leave it up to the candidates here to answer. Michelle?
My plan eventually is to bring in the Russian vaccinations, which we all know can cause potatism, but that may not be so bad.
Solidarity! Get back to when you can cure hover hands.
Oh, excuse me, I was dealing with some police issues. You must know that I am here for the law and I am for the people of Kazakhstan. I am here to enforce. I am hard, but I am fair. All of my littles will receive fair compensation. Everything should be legal as long as it does not hurt the other person, and the safe word has been written down on all consent forms. I believe that Ryan Nelson did indeed cause or get autism from some vaccines, and there is probably only one cure, which is a BB. But we will see what happens to him. His life is his own choose-your-own-adventure book, and he is currently eating the pages. So, vote for me. I want Kazakhstan first. Everyone else not first.
Fucking shit. I'm so glad we're arms dealers.
All right, now we have two more candidates. Say your name again.
Feti Slav.
Yeah. You want to go ahead and give your final.
on the vaccines.
The vaccines, it's alright, I don't know. Science was never my strong suit, but I tell you one thing. Be with Feti. I don't even think I'm on the ballot, which is a clear case of voter suppression by the NATO Provisional Transitional Authority. These things happen. Vote for me anyways. I will bring a golden... Yes, Feti Slav, or just put Feti, that's okay too. We will rule ourselves with Potat law. We will cleanse all of the trash from our hearts and from the lands of Kazakhstan forever.
wish y'all good luck with all that, but you know, we got Ryan here, who, as far as I'm concerned, is the best example of a leader I've ever seen. Honestly, I met people down in Texas that just couldn't match him at all. Ryan, what have you got to say?
Well, I believe that the vaccine thing, I may have minor autism, but there are other NATOs that do not, so maybe it's 1 out of 10, I'm just a special snowflake. And so I'm sticking with that. We let NATO in and be able to give vaccines and other cures for fucking goats and getting whatever rashes you have to deal with.
All NATO has autism! Up your ass and
Well, it may be getting dangerous tonight, so we're gonna call it quits here. Good luck with everything, and we'll be real happy to be flying out of here sometime tomorrow. I think we're going to have an election, and you all have to be registered and all that kind of stuff. Anybody got any more of this?
Come to Spice Rack! We have all goods.
Spice Rack Dance Club!
Oh, yeah.
All right, well,
Police are already doing
good luck with everything. Remember, who we got here? We got Michelle, remember? Michelle? Yeah.
We got Pasha Babayev Esquire, the 14th.
Pasha. We got our man, Ryan Nelson.
Not even Kazakh name.
Feti Slav.
Feti Slav! Feti Slav! Feti Slav!
Good night.
Feti Slav! Feti Slav! Feti Slav! Feti Slav!
Okay, thank you. Now go home.
When will be scheduled Vice Presidential
Okay,
debate?
everyone, if you have your non-authorized vehicles in the city of Astana, things are heating up, so for your own safety, please move them to the parking area behind us. Get everything out you can into your area. 2 o'clock is when we start our curfew. We will be enforcing that. Be prepared for mild war crimes. Thank you. Vote me.
Build bigger wall!
Yeah, no, vote him. Yeah, vote him. Whatever.
Hey, Kazakhstan!
Okay.
Radios all over the place.
I just don't want to leave without Nelson.
All of the Kazakh immigrants have been on the rooftop of many of the villages. They're Yankee stories. Like just having talkish around them. Yeah. Oh, okay.
What's happening?
Yeah, the turtle boat. Like the dragon. Maybe later.
The memento.
Alright, let's go.
Where's my camera?
Probably. Yeah, bring stuff because we're gonna go. Hey, ass. Okay.
Hey, good job, Kennedy. Good job.
Thanks. I tried. No, we will.
Matt.
We are destroyed.
Employees of Spice Rack, we must work together. I moved you.
Is it 2 a.m.? Shit starts going down.
That's true, you cannot sleep tonight! Son!
Wait, what?
The mandatory.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed that video, be sure to check out our Airsoft Gaming and Live playlists. Also be sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Down below in the comment section, if you want us to touch up anything on the Airsoft videos or questions, put them down below. If you enjoyed these videos and you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe and like our video. Thank you, and have a good one.